ETC, we start with 1 hour chart. If we further analyze this in my last video, and the price was exactly within here, we mentioned any continuation with the flag we can look for buy. We had one opportunity, and second opportunity to look for trade. Even if we move to 15 minutes, we see we had a few opportunity to look for buy. Anyway, still we can look for continuation because the way is moving is really sharp. Okay, and even if we move to higher time frame, we don't have many things to discuss. The only thing is we get a sharp move, and to trade is the only thing is be trade based on 1 hour or 15 minutes. Any flag or we take the trade as a short-term trade. But what we can mention here that since the price moved quite a lot, we need to, I mean, any trade we take it from now, we should have the proper management. This is the only things in case, because if the price reverse or move for the correction, it can drop quite a lot. Okay, and every time we get a sharp move, it followed by correction to for continuation. All right, this is the only things we need to know, just as example here. Okay, rather than that, we don't have anything to discuss. We don't have any technical analysis because the price is almost at the top. And right now, I want to see whether we can get the correction here, or is it just similar to any of this for continuation. Anyway, even the indicators doesn't show us anything. And right now, what I can see is that whatever the trade we get from here and here, within this one, we have to start to manage. If anyone still they keep the trade, and we see whether this one can turn into a correction similar to what we get here or not. Because right now, if we want to look for trade, we cannot consider this one as a flag. Okay, because if we want to trade, the only way is to have entry above this. But again, having entry above the top, which is the highest price 160, how about if the price tag and drop? Okay, depends on the traders. And even if you want to look for trade setup, I don't think we can get really good trade setup. I mean, because what I want to say, we cannot get a really good trade setup because we expect this one turn to a bigger correction, similar to what we get here. Okay, and when we see this kind of the move, this is where we should know that the price is going to drop. Anyway, if we want to look for trade, either this one turn to do bigger correction, or we wait, or if we see the any reversal with the flag, we don't have any other option. Even having entry above this can be an option, but again, I just leave it for the traders. For me, from now, I prefer to get the confirmation. The confirmation is a correction, okay? Because the ways drop, I don't think we can put this one as a flag because this one was a flag, a small correction. But this one, wait, so better is wait, we don't jump, okay? If we see any reversal or internal correction within this, I mean internal trade setup, then we take the trade. Anyway, it's better we wait and we want to see whether how big the correction can be within this one. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, any reversal, I will take the trade. Sorry, I will share I will give an update. And the only things I want to right now mention, I want to update, share is that whatever the trade within this, we have to start to manage. We cannot confirm whether this is the last one or still we can look for continuation. The only times you can look for continuation, we see the reversal or correction here. But the way it's dropping, the only thing is if we get a correction, we need to be quite careful. Correction for sell. All right. And what I can say is start to manage. Rather than that, and I don't want to share. We cannot say anything. The only thing is we don't want to. If anyone bought at the top, if they can, still they protect their trade because we don't want to buy at the top. Then the prices start to, I don't want to say start to reverse, but they start to move for the bigger correction because based on daily chart, this is what I mentioned. We have to get the correction for continuation, but where we get the correction, we cannot confirm because the way is moving is really sharp. That's why any trade we consider as a short-term trade. Okay, and that's mean if not moving, we take out the trade or we start to manage it. Anyway, we don't have anything to discuss. The only thing is we're right looking at this. We're looking at this part. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.